I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is now over. It's time to play ball.
And off we go from Las Vegas. This one fielded at the 5. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the two-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays. Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. Solid finish to the opening drive. And look, when you get down around the goal line, you have to account for his legs. We saw it right there.
Yeah, that's the added dimension to the offense, isn't it? Remember what the offensive line coach told us earlier this week? I told my guys, he's going to run it. We have to make sure he stays protected and give him an opportunity.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former NFL MVP, already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as they drew it up in practice.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. First down, Murray. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense does.
third down. Jackson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Aaron Donald in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep, CeeDee Lamb. Fielded at the 43. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Murray. That is caught. It's a tight end, Jeremy Shockey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Inside give to Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second and a couple. Murray flushed out right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Well, whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to... And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them, looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
51 yards on the ground for him so far.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something because we're into the third quarter?
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On the return is Lamb. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Denver's offense ready to go again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. There's Murray rolling to his right. And he's got Shockey. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4, second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He gets this one to Boyd, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Ezekiel Elliott from 10 yards out. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Well, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all finished on the touchdown reception by Ezekiel Elliott. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly...
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on his faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Murray. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal, a loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. To throw, it's Murray. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Wants to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you try to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Play action. Now Jackson. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it 2nd down. To throw again is Jackson. A dump off to Elliott. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Down to about the 37. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shot.